One of the most important steps in the right direction was the elimination of the 2-year limitation period to bring a civil sexual assault lawsuit in Ontario. This widely celebrated change removed the added pressure a survivor may feel to quickly process and resolve the physical, emotional, and mental distress that has resulted from their assault. The effects of trauma are not always immediately recognizable. It can take years or even a lifetime to come to terms with what happened, especially when the perpetrator is someone you trusted or if the offense occurred when you were a child. So having the time and space to identify the pain and its cause and to pursue the best course of action is a critical part of the healing process. And when you're ready, you can begin the legal process by contacting a lawyer with specialized expertise in sexual abuse, as not all personal injury lawyers have this experience. This lawyer will advise whether it makes sense first to make a written demand of the perpetrator and/or their employer for a financial settlement. This can be done before a lawsuit is filed. If the evidence is strong, like an admission of guilt from the abuser, or if the probability of irreversible damage to a reputation is great, the case may be settled quickly without the need to go to court. But if no immediate settlement can be reached, your lawyer may issue a statement of claim which officially begins the formal court process. The other party will then deliver a statement of defense. All parties must then release relevant documents, and at this stage, both you and the accused will be questioned under oath. It's typically at this stage of exchanging information that cases are settled, or there's an agreement to pursue mediation before moving forward to trial.
No amount of money will take away the pain and trauma of abuse. The types of damages that can be awarded will help alleviate the emotional, financial, medical, and even social burdens that may be hindering your quality of life. Since every person's case is unique, the kinds of compensation and amounts payable will vary based on the circumstances. But there are 3 main categories of compensation that exist for civil sexual assault cases: pecuniary damages, which are quantifiable damages to reimburse for financial losses or fund expenses; non-pecuniary damages, which are more subjective, non-monetary losses; and punitive damages, which are intended to punish the perpetrator and deter future offenses. So, what are some examples of pecuniary damages? Counseling and medication expenses, past and future loss of income, and out-of-pocket expenses to cover things like mileage to get to and from a therapist. The amount that is awarded for non-pecuniary damages is determined by detailed analysis and calculations. Conversely, non-pecuniary damages are to compensate for pain and suffering, including emotional distress, depression, anxiety, or other types of psychological harm, and loss of enjoyment of life, such as the ability to form and sustain personal relationships of trust and interdependency. There's often an aggravated component added to non-pecuniary damages to reflect elements like betrayal of trust, humiliation, and degradation. These elements are an integral part of a sexual abuse because it is never accidental nor unintended, as with many other kinds of personal injuries where aggravated damages are not commonly available. The monetary amount for non-pecuniary damages is calculated based on factors that include their survivor's age and vulnerability at the time, how intrusive and repeated the misconduct was, the extent to which breach of trust was involved, and most importantly, the consequences for the survivor. Now, punitive damages are rare in personal injury cases, but not in sexual assault cases, where the misconduct is intentional, inherently violent, and reflects an abuse of power. The monetary amount here is based on factors like whether or not the perpetrator has already been punished by the criminal court or in some other way, and the need to deter the perpetrator and others in their positions from committing similar kinds of misconduct.
No one should be sexually assaulted or subjected to sexualized misconduct. And anyone who has been deserves a skillful and empathetic advocate who will work tirelessly with you and for you from the time you decide you're ready until every kind of legal recourse has been explored. And the process concludes with an outcome that helps make life better for you. In other words, you are not alone and you are not powerless. My team and I work hard for our clients to achieve the accountability and justice they deserve.
Be sure to check out other videos in our Personal Injury Explained series.